Okay guys, so we're checking out the prices of macro in March 2025 in Cambodia. Prices of typical goods, bread, milk, normal groceries. So we've done this before in January, so just checking up now what the prices are like in March 2025. So this is one of the largest retailers in Cambodia, Makro. We will try some other stores as well. There are some good offers in other stores, but this is the biggest retailer in Cambodia. It's one of the biggest retailers in the world, actually. I think it's Dutch or American Macro, all over Europe, North America, also Asia, also in Thailand. So anyway, the purpose of today's video is to check out the cost of living in Cambodia, March 2025. So we're just going to skim through some of the products. By the way, what you're looking at here is the Makro store in Siem Reap, Cambodia. It's just outside the city. It's about a 5-minute drive. Quite easy to get there on a bike or a car. It's not possible to walk actually because it's on the main road between Siem Reap and Phnom Penh. So as you see here, you walk in, you got this the brand collection. It's quite popular in Cambodia. They have a number of discounted branded goods, and this is the main entrance. So you have the bakery on the left, and you got the frozen section on the left. And I won't go through everything in detail. I'll just go through the key things. I think there's some sliced bread here. 110 for the sliced bread, 200 grams. And then I think we move on to some baguettes, the French bread, and that's $1 for a large stick. And it's all baked fresh, and they have a bakery inside. So that's burger buns, 171, all dollars. And just looking around here, you've got some different pastries, croissants, some apple crumbles, different things. So they usually have some discounted items here in the front. So this is cheese sticks, 130. Looks like you get two cheese sticks in there. But moving over here, what might be interesting for more people is the tortilla wraps. These are quite common in Thailand as well. This is $4.91. The spinach version, not really a fan or familiar with that one, but the grain, the original one, that is $5.71. So that's 360 grams. I think you get 5 or 6 wraps. I don't know the Thai baht off the top of my head, but that does seem expensive, $5.61. So they had a bit of a sale, or a bit of a some sort of promotion on today. And here's the durian. So thankfully you can't smell this, but it's $8.10 for the durian there. There's the cut one, $22.90. So that's nicely sealed, so you can't smell it, because it is very, very, yeah, you can smell it, probably a mile away actually. Anyway, this is not about durian, this is about prices in Cambodia. So these are oranges, 170 there for $3.70 for a kilogram there of oranges. There's some apples. You got lots of fruits here actually. It's a great selection of fruits. They've got lots of pineapples there that you can see. On the left hand side there's Japanese potatoes, sweet potatoes, and this is just a selection of onions, shallots. Onions 140 for a pack, 67. in the packet, or in the pack, I should say. And shallots there, garlic. So there's the Japanese sweet potatoes, 110. So last time I done this, the camera was all over the place, so it's a bit better today. A bit more composed. I think I wanted to get in and out very quickly. So here you have some discounted, they have discounts, ongoing discounts, and they have up to 50-60% off. This is probably fruit and vegetables that are going stale, but as you can see there's bananas and everything. On this section you get nice fresh asparagus, and okay, camera's all over the place. I should not have spoke. Yeah, so half price, $9.99 to $6.50, almost half price. Good discount there. That's about yeah, about 35%, 35-40%. They get peppers here. Peppers seem to be a bit more expensive in Southeast Asia for some reason. $2.70 there for the red peppers, $3.20 for the green peppers. So yeah, the peppers are a bit more expensive. Peppers, mushrooms, also avocados. It's a large selection of mushrooms there. So I didn't go through everything in detail, but I give you some of the key things. As you can see, a lot of vegetables. Here you get some of the local produce, some of the pepper, the Cambodia pepper. I think I briefly took a look at the price here for the pepper, the Cambodia pepper from. Okay, that's $4.80. I was just checking if that was Conforel or Plantation, one of the branded peppers, but that's organic pepper regardless of the brand. They got lots of fish, guys. I didn't go into this in too much detail. I got some of the Western fish, the Norwegian fish prices, but they have everything. The things I've never heard of. They've got frogs here as well on the left, right down there in the bottom. You can pause that to look at the prices. So yeah, lots of fish here. So the Tonle Sap is right beside Siem Reap, so they get lake fish, but obviously they're getting it from all over the world. What's this? This is shrimp. You've got the white shrimp. So absolutely everything here, guys, and they've even got live fish here. They've got the freshwater prawns, female. Okay, so the prawns must be the male, and female prawn just says female. So, but actually, I think it's fish when you look. Oh, it's prawns. Okay. Yeah. So that is prawns, and here you get the tilapia, live red tilapia. I've never eaten a tilapia before, guys. I'm sure it tastes nice, but they got the prices. The purpose of this is just to catch up on some of the Western groceries too. Here's some of the Norwegian fish, the fjord trout, 45 fillets. You can see all the prices there. Nice close-ups. What I'm going to do next is go into some of the dairy. So what is that? That's 35 something. You can go back and check it out. As you can see there, they have nice discounts there. The fresh salmon from Norway, 5 to 6 fillets, $23.20 to $21.90. Not a huge, it's a discount nevertheless. If you're a member of Makro, they do have some member discounts. And they had some sort of a kind of event with special offers here. And this section here is lots of frozen food, seafood, meat, and on the left here is eggs. I think it's I've never seen so many eggs before. Anyway, that's not the point here, but just to give you an idea of the eggs, 332 for 30 pieces. I know in America now there's a lot of inflation. The price of eggs apparently is astronomical. So here's some good deals, guys. So Better Grow. This is 10 eggs, 160. It's not bad compared to some of the other supermarkets. Sell these at 180. Um, a slight aside is that it says hygienic, which makes me wonder, are the other eggs not hygienic? But anyway, they're hygienic, apparently. And here's some of the imported cheeses, guys. So you got the Danish brands here, Emberg. You see some of the French brands. Um, so this is Payson sliced, 630, I think. And they have some very obviously this is for macro is for businesses too. So they have very large sizes here. So you got very large sizes of mozzarella, cheddar, but you also have the smaller sizes as well. Obviously for big families. In Cambodia there seems to be very large families too. So this is good for families. But if you're a restaurateur or you own a bar, this is also a good place to pick up some bargains. If you're making sandwiches, burgers, whatever. So there you go. If you're kind of for smaller single packs here, 330 for the President brand, cheddar cheese, Emmental there on the right hand side. You have Arla on the left and right, the Danish brand. So you do get the European brands, the good French and Danish, Nordic, high quality brands. You get some Brie, Camembert, 391 for the Petit Camembert. It's been 6 years since I've lived in Europe, guys, so I've no basis to compare this on. It's expensive for Southeast Asia, but okay, here's some Flora 320 for 250 milligrams. Sorry, grams, not milligrams. So just to give you an idea, guys, if you're still kind of, I think many of the audience here will be Westerners thinking about how much it actually costs. So this gives you a good idea for some of your kind of home comfort brands. There's some milk, 2 liters, 381 from Meiji. And guys, this is some friends of mine as well were asking me about milk here. And Meiji is a great brand. Also Dutch Mill. Both are Thai brands. So it looks like they import this from Thailand. Very high quality. When I lived in Thailand, I used to drink this. Well, I drank the protein drinks nearly every day. And here's an interesting brand here. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'll give it a go. Kirisu. This is Cambodian milk. So this is, try to get, you can pause. Okay, 220 there for a litre. Or just under a litre. I couldn't get, I think that was 900 milliliters or something. So that's the Cambodian brand, and that's much cheaper. And a lot of the yogurts here, you've got the Dutch Mill, Dutchy Greek. This is a good one, 330. I think it's slightly cheaper in Thailand, but that's a good brand there. Underneath that was Sun-Kissed Orange, and here you get some kimchi. I think I swing back. I'm not sure what this one, Green Garden. It's not your common kind of orange juice brands, but Sunkist, I think that's imported from Singapore. That's the closest thing you're going to get to a Western kind of orange juice. I know Thailand is some of the Florida orange juices imported. Okay, and there's kimchi, 330. This is a good brand if you're into your kimchi. That's a good one. I buy that one. But yeah, but that orange juice, for some reason it's not, yeah, you can go back, zoom in on the price, but it's a little bit different. Very sugar heavy orange juice. Yeah, there we go. I'll zoom in. Sunkist orange. Did I get the price? Yeah, that's $4.90 for 1.89 liters. So it's a bit pricey, guys, and it's not like some of the other premium orange juices you get. But that's the best you're gonna get, at least around the Siem Reap region. I haven't done this in Phnom Penh. So this is in yeah. So some bacon here, guys. Eurola is the kind of bacon brand here. I've tried that a couple of times. It's not bad. You can zoom back in the prices. I missed that one. They have sections here where they go into discounts. And if you're living here, I really recommend this Green Star gas cookers. Very cheap, 15 to 16 to $17. You top up with a one gas canister is about $150. So if you're single or if you're living like small couple, this is fine, and it's very cheap and it's safe too, and that's a good brand. I think it's Japanese. Here you get some of the frozen beef. They've imported a lot, mostly from Australia. You get Harvey's, which is a good Australian brand, and some other yeah, some other beef. You've also got Wagyu, the Wagyu beef there as well, which I noticed, and I've paused a bit because I was looking at for my own purposes. Um, so basically, they have a whole section here which they've got very high quality beef. So here's a section I think with the Wagyu. You can pause and look at the prices. So I'm yeah, I think I've zoomed in. Yeah, it's $9 for 250 Wagyu rump steak. That's from Australia. It is Wagyu, not from Japan. And they've got different cuts. They've got strip loin, shoulder blade here, 460. They've got everything. So if you're looking for barbecue, hot pot type food, this is great. And I'll go to the butcher's section as well. They have freshly cut. Sometimes they don't have the best beef from the butcher. They actually have it here. Not just in Makro, but in the Anchor market too. So you can zoom back in the price there, guys. I'm just giving a little anecdote about how the butchers and the meat works a bit. All of this section is pork, different cuts of pork belly, different cuts. And I'm just going to go over now to the butcher section there. You can see the Harvey beef. And they've got some like Western sauces and brands on discount here. So you've got the McCormick brown sugar BBQ sauce, discounted. The totally decent, fairly decent European olive oil. It's not the best, but it's decent, it's good. And yeah, this is where you have some of the Harvey beef and some of the different cuts. There's a lot of cuts here, guys. So you can pause and zoom in to get the strip loin. It's $15.50. Your cube rolls and beef rump. You got the rump steaks, the cube rolls. You can zoom in to get an idea of $5.98 there for 272.272 grams. I'm not sure if they have any specials. Sometimes they discount it closer to expiry. Okay, some dodgy camera work here. Can't see the pork. So here's all your pork. For your stir fries, pork belly. So yeah, they have a really good butcher here in Makro Siem Reap. So all your stir fry cuts, pork belly. There we go again. If I tap the button 3 times, it swings around. I can't control it, so I'm getting used to the camera. Anyway, guys, that's a quick look at the most of the meat. Mostly pork and beef there. There are other cuts I can get into, but that's most people would be interested in that. They do have, so I'm going to zoom over now to the wine. They've got a large selection. Well, not a large, but they have some of the common French, Australian, some Spanish wines too. So here you get some discounts. The B&G Bordeaux Merlot, not a huge discount, but the Sauvignon Blanc is a good discount there. And so the other one, yeah, you get dollars discount there, where the other one was just a couple of cents. A discount nevertheless. They always have some sort of special offer going on, so good to check this store out if you're buying in bulk. Makro is good for buying in bulk. Like I said, you can see the wine and liqueur section here. They've got decent brands, but if you look at some of my videos at the Anchor Market, they really have the creme de la creme, and they've got some really diverse stuff too. So here's Johnny Walker, red label, 14.20. Nothing discounted in the black. So that was 14.92. Now it's 14.20. Nothing off the black label. I'm not a big whiskey drinker, but if I was forced, I would take the black, not the red. But unfortunately, nothing discounted on the black. Yep. And yeah, so you've got all the common. Yeah, they've got large. This is really, I think, for businesses. They've got very large bottles of wine that I've. Yeah, for maybe house specials in a restaurant. So here's the B&G brand. On the left, you probably saw the Yellowtail. They've got all the Yellowtail brands. So more or less the lower end wine. It's mass market. And I think, 11 something or 10. It's not it's cheaper than the other stores, but we're just talking $1 or $2, not a massive amount. And you got some Rioja there. So 11.51 for the Pinot Noir, Yellowtail. They've all the Yellowtail brands. It's all more or less the same, 10 to 11. And again, guys, I have no idea how much this is costing in your home country, so you're gonna have to do the math yourself if you're into wine. Just zooming over here, you've got basically any beverage you can think of. Non-alcoholic and alcoholic. They've got the Western brands, Carlsberg, all the Diageo stuff. Don't know why I'm walking back over here, guys. Oh yeah, I wanted to see some of these ones. Some interesting craft beers there that I've never seen before. You've got the Lau beer here, which is actually pretty decent. And you got Bitburger, which I'm interested that they're selling it here. That's a really good German beer. That's the non-alcoholic version. Chang, the common Thai beer, and the Singer Reserve as well. So there's a bit of a special going on there for Chang if you are a member, 1360. There you get the Singer Reserve, the standard Singer. When I am in Thailand, I do like the Singer Reserve. And here's some of the Cambodian brands. Anchor. Sorry guys, actually, I apologize. I don't think that's... Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I get mixed up if that's actually Singaporean or Cambodian, but it's very common here in Cambodia. But Angkor, not Anchor, is definitely Cambodian, and obviously Cambodia is not Singaporean, it's Cambodian. So you got those brands, and Angkor Sky is kind of like the Miller Light style. And then, like I mentioned, all of the beverages, Monster, Red Bull, energy drinks. And here's some good water, guys, just so the Kulin. I think it's actually sourced from Phnom Kulen, which is kind of the very famous mountain here in Cambodia, and that's lovely water. I drink that every day. It tastes like Evian. It's very high quality, and it's much lower in price. And I tried to get the prices here. It's about for one. All right, guys, I can only see the real. You're gonna have to pause that. But what I can say is it's generally cheaper than buying it in the stores, the smaller stores, and Macro have the best price for water. And I used to I'm kind of trying to be healthy these days, guys. So I used to really drink Coke Zero, but I've stopped. But for anyone interested, there you go. 24 cans is 9.42, and you get a free suitcase, so you can fill the suitcase full of Coke Zero, or full sugar Coke. Okay, so I didn't go into all of the beverages. This is the personal care section, guys. For some reason, 70%, 80% of my audience is male, so I'm not going to go into all the female stuff. Uh, but I tried to zoom in on some of the Colgate brands here, the whitening, as well as the sensitive stuff, the herbal stuff, which I don't quite get, but they sell it. So the optic white and the sensitive stuff is there, and the staff were just kind of stocking up or something, so I couldn't really zoom in. And then you've got the mouthwash, Colgate and Listerine. They put Listerine right at the bottom. Maybe they're trying not to sell it. And I was wearing a backpack, so sorry guys, I couldn't really zoom in and crouch down, but I think you pause that, you might be able to see it. So this is all the personal care. A lot of it's female. Unlike my audience, I think 80% of this section is female. We have about 20% male products, which is the opposite of my audience. So here's some of the male. This is shampoo for any of the males with any hair left. Sorry, bad joke, guys. But you get a conditioner and shampoo there if you need it. $3.70. And next up we get. Yeah, I wanted to see some of the shower gel brands. I was actually disappointed with their their selection. They've got one interesting Japanese brand. I'll try to pronounce Shokubutsu, butchering that pronunciation. Shokubutsu. So that's a really good one, guys. That's not a Western brand, but I do recommend it if you're living here in Southeast Asia. It's very cooling. They've got a good peppermint, and then Protex as well. So Protex, what is this? $3.90. Yeah. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another store which has got, you will be blown away by the different brands. This has got a limited selection, but generally they're cheaper in price. Now, I'm gonna go into some of the laundry. So for anybody, laundry is very cheap here. You often get it between 50 cents and $1 per kilogram. So many people just go to a they don't do it themselves, but if you do it yourself, which I like doing, sometimes, here's all the products. So $3.30 for some of the perfume. But guys, this place is, I think it's really geared up for businesses because they got huge canisters. And here's some of the softener as well as the perfume to make your clothes smell good. Right, okay. So they don't really seem to have a huge selection of, the Persil. And on the right hand side, they've got like some of the powdered cleaning. If you look at my video from Anchor Market, they've got really all the liquid gels, brands from France, UK, France, America, everywhere. The selection here is good. It's decent. You see on the right hand side there, they've got all of the cleaning. I didn't spend too much time actually on this. So for the rest of the video, guys, I'm gonna try and, okay, so importantly, the mosquito killer here, guys. So this is really important. So that's about $3. I really recommend this if you don't want to get dengue. If you didn't get any vaccinations or whatever, or just in general, some of those mosquito bites can floor you for days or weeks. So recommend getting some of this. So what I'm going to do is, what I've done here is I've looked at some of the snacks and treats. So I'll take a look at that, show you some of the biscuits, the chocolate, chips, and then we just wrap up. Show you some of this. Just this is actually a great store if you're getting set up in Cambodia. You can buy some really good household goods, cookers, cutlery, um, stuff for your living room, for your kitchen. So we'll just get into a bit of that. So here is, I think the rows are full with lots of families, so I skipped some of the rows and I'm going to go back now. But this just goes to show you some of the discounts. Okay, there was a huge forklift just moving a pallet. It's a bit like IKEA as well. Alright, yeah, so we swing around here and I've looked at, yeah, so some of these brands really popular in Thailand. Can't pronounce it, but good enough deal, 20 cents off. You get a lot of peanuts here, the wasabi nuts, the Tong Garden, which is anybody who lived in Thailand will know that's really popular. So you get all the cashew nuts, lint. So they've got 381 for the 100 grams of lint. So good distribution all over the world there, the lint. And then you get some of those chocolate. I've never tried any of those, but any of the people who like sweets and chocolates, that's kind of like your cheap local brands. The Oreo biscuits aren't imported, they make them here, they're cheaper as well. Uh, then those wafer biscuits, again, I'm not a huge. Okay, so I have been known to eat a digestive, and the digestives are 310 for the chocolate covered digestives, and yeah, just too quick there for the normal ones, but 310 for digestives, guys. If you're having, I sometimes have a craving for a cup of tea and a digestive, so that's how much it's going to cost you for the biscuits at least. And these tins are massive, guys. I have no idea. I think it's one of my friends once bought me one of these from Thailand, a big tin of kind of mango biscuit, kind of jelly inside. Anyway, they're very nice, lots of sugar. Go back and check out the price if you want to know. For some reason, they've got lots of these Danish butter biscuits, and then they don't sell single packs of the Lays. They sell them in 6 packs, so 420 for the 6 pack. Actually, guys, they do, and I'll show it later in the video. They've got the family packs, but for some reason they have these big kind of 6 packs of the. It's probably good for kids, packed lunch for school or something. So it might be good for that. Not too healthy though. And guys, that's the biggest packet of prawn crackers I've ever seen in my entire life. Massive. And then they've got the Pringles. You've got the Western Pringles and the I call them the Thai Pringles or the Asian Pringles. You need to be careful, guys. If you do like Pringles, I'm trying to be healthy these days, and it's been a long time. As you can see, some of that ingredients was in Spanish, but they got local ones which don't taste great, but they're half the price, and they've got the ones you probably are aware of in the West. But it's been years since I tried it. I think I had a couple of beers last time I tried it. And here's the big packs of the Lays. They're the family packs that I was talking about. So 2010. $2.10 for the family pack. You got the salted sour cream and onion up the top. Tyrells, the kind of pub snacks, was $4.10. That's kind of ridiculous. Sorry to be judgmental, guys. It seems like a rip-off. 410 for the Tyrells. They're again, years since I've had them. They are very tasty, but very expensive. 410 if you do want to indulge. It will cost you quite a bit. Although I do think they are premium crisps or chips, depending on where you're from. If you get them in the UK, I think they're yeah, pretty pricey anyway. So here you've got some almond milk. You got the good brands, the Blue Diamond. That's 360 for the almond milk for 1 litre. And 137 brand for the macadamia pistachio almond milk. Some members discount there, 450. So lots of different milk options. Yeah, some Nescafe. You know, 832 for 200 grams. I had to do it, guys. I know everybody's into their hip coffee. Nestle stock price isn't doing too good these days, but it's still here, and people still drink it for some reason. And there you go, 832. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it, but anyway, guys, I'll try. I'm trying to be. That's my too much bad humor. I'll stop. Anyway, they got some special offers, guys. On the left-hand side, they've got like these baskets, and then you get all of this kind of homeware stuff. A lot of wooden stuff, which is quite cool here. If you want to buy it and bring stuff home, it's just going to cost you a fortune in extra luggage, but it's really nice stuff. And here's some of the gas cookers I was talking about in the $15 to $17 range. And here's the top up. This is a pack of 3 or 4 for $4. That's actually a good deal. It's very safe. It's very safe too, and if you're trying to lower costs in electricity, and gas is not a bad way to cook either. You just probably need to get a carbon monoxide alarm if you're a bit unsure, but that brand is really safe. It's very safe. And so here, guys, they've got some sort of a Thai special. I've seen a lot of Thai brands here, so they've imported a lot of stuff here. Again, the peanuts. Some Bangkok chocolate for some reason. Bangkok tasty. Actually never saw. I lived in Bangkok for 18 months. I never saw that once, but might be some sort of new brand. So looks cool. Yeah, and here you've got some of the fruit. Some fruit things. These are really tasty, these nuts, guys, but I'm not sure how healthy they are. And they got some special offer going on here. So anyone who's been to 7-Eleven in Thailand will know that brand. Yeah, and so this kind of section, they've got kind of a mishmash of lots of different stuff. Like I said, they got some sort of Thai special going on with some Thai products and brands, but then you've got like Pringles and Lay's mixed in with it, so not sure if the theming is so consistent. But here's actually on the left, you got some interesting Cambodian brands. So the cashew nuts that's grown locally, a lot of the nuts. I've tried them before, and they've obviously the Kampot pepper, different peppers. I didn't get into the washing machines this time. So yeah, guys, I hope this gives you a sense of some of the, if you are living here, thinking about living here, this gives you a sense of kind of you can get premium kind of quality brands, and it's kind of on par with the West, but up to you to decide if the prices are on par. or over or under, based on your home country. Um, I've been living in Southeast Asia that long that I'm not sure how much this compares to my home country, that's Ireland, or the UK, which I've lived in a bit, also Germany. So I've no idea how this really compares with all the talk about inflation these days, too, guys. So, but yeah, this is a lovely store, guys. Really recommend to check this one out. I'll give you some updates from other stores which might be helpful, and hope this helped. And if you want to see anything, just drop me a comment. Try to include it in the next one. And until next time, guys, yeah, stay safe and be well. Okay, guys, see you.